Hello everybody, Pancakes here, and we have some Team Deathmatch on Express, and this is a Black Ops 2 gameplay, the long-awaited Black Ops 2. Yeah, boy, oh boy, and I'm sure that you guys have quite a few questions. I have a lot to talk about in this video, so I'm going to try and get through this information as best as I can. What you see me using here is a Type 25 with the red dot sight and fast mag attachment. Red dot sight, of course, is a red dot sight, or I think in this game it's called the reflex sight. And the fast mag is basically the same thing as dual mag from Black Ops 1. So it pretty much just lets you reload a lot quicker. And the perks I'm using are, I believe the perks I'm using are hardness, toughness, and tactical mask. And I'm just sort of experimenting with the perks. And I mean, this game is so very different from previous Call of Duties that it's just going to take a lot of time to kind of get used to the differences and the changes and sort of how to play this game properly. And the gameplay that I have here is just sort of something that I recorded. It's not really an impressive gameplay, really. The KDR isn't that great. But I just kind of wanted to get you guys something to watch, get you guys some gameplay. And just kind of give you guys my views and experiences, and of course as I have more time to play this game and sort of figure out how this game is properly played, I'll get you guys gameplays with significantly better scores as time progresses. But yeah, I mean, overall, my experiences are, this game's different, and it's going to be probably somewhat difficult to make that transition from Modern Warfare 3 or even Black Ops 1 to this game. And some of those differences are, the most obvious one will probably be the sensitivity. In this game, the sensitivity goes from 1 to 14, whereas in Black Ops 1 or previous Call of Duties, the sensitivities were from 1 to 5. And this actually confused me at first, and I did a bit of research on this. And what I found was that 1 sensitivity corresponds to 1 sensitivity in Black Ops 1, and 14 sensitivity in this game corresponds to 10 sensitivity in Black Ops 1. And there is a multiplier of 1.4. And what that means is that you take whatever sensitivity you used in Black Ops 1 and multiply that by 1.4, and that is the sensitivity that you should use in this game. For example, I used 2 sensitivity in previous Call of Duty games. That's just kind of what I feel very comfortable with. And in this game, you multiply 2 by 1.4, and you get 2.8. You round that to the nearest integer, which is 3, and that is the sensitivity that I use in this game. And it is pretty much what I'm used to. However, it does feel a little bit different, and those differences are just something that you're going to have to get used to. The next thing that you will probably notice right off the bat in this game is that the guns seem to do less damage. And I don't know if this is just by design or if this is because of the lag and really they don't do more, or they don't deal less damage. But for whatever reason, my experiences with this game have sort of shown me that these guns seem to take longer to kill people. From the people that I've talked to, they all kind of seem to agree. And as a result of that, you may find that to be a bit of a struggle at first. I know when I first kind of started playing this game, I would actually pull shots because in previous Call of Duties that would have been a kill. And obviously I don't just spray into a dead body, that's a waste of ammo, so I stopped shooting. In this game I did that a couple of times at first, and it got me killed, of course, because I stopped shooting before the job was done. And that's something that kind of struck me, and that's something that I really sort of needed to get used to. And so that's something you may notice right off the bat. The biggest difference probably between this game and previous Call of Duties is they've done away with kill streaks. There are no more kill streaks in this game. What they have now are score streaks, which are similar but very different. And the way score streaks work are that instead of, say getting 9 kills for a chopper gunner, you need to get, say, 1,200 points. Just throwing a random number out there, which means that you need to get 1,200 points, and those can be through anything. They can be through kills, they can be through assists, they can be through capturing flags if you're playing an objective game type, they can be through picking up dog tags if you're playing kill confirmed, or bombing, or overall just playing the objective. And whenever you see that little score pop up on there, like you saw that plus 100 right there, that plus 100 is added to your score streak. Pretty self-explanatory. And so now instead of needing a 3 kill streak for a UAV like we've been used to in the past, I believe you need 475 points for UAV, and you can get that through killing or through playing the objective. In most of these game types, playing the objective seems to be the easiest way to kind of do this. In Domination, it's somewhat the same because you get 100 points per kill in Domination. But all of the good score streaks in this game actually require quite a few points. So one of the score streaks that I've been using quite a bit is Lodestar. It's one of my favorites, actually. It's like the Reaper on steroids. I think that is like a 1400 score streak. So if all you do is go for kills and domination, you're going to need to get a 14 kill streak for that, and that's not easy. I mean, that's like Osprey Gunner status from Modern Warfare 3. But if you're playing Kill Confirmed, if you pick up dog tags, if you play Domination, if you jump on flags, you can shorten that considerably and make it a lot easier. In fact, in Kill Confirmed, you're going to have a hard time getting any sort of high score streak without picking up dog tags. And as a result, you'll find that people in this game tend to play the objectives a lot more. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I think that was the intended consequence of this, and I think they succeeded. You'll find in Kill Confirmed people jump on tags like it's nobody's business. It's pretty crazy. So that's probably the most pressing change in this game, and that's something that you will have to get used to. Another big change is in the class setup. They now use this sort of 10 item setup where you get 10 items. They can be either attachments or equipment, guns, perks. You can now use 2 perks and 3 attachments in this game, which is weird. But, it's a big change, and that is something that is revolutionary. And I would say that's probably one of my favorite things about this game is that it is so different. And, the way that you set your classes up, the way the kill streaks work, it's a different game. It's Call of Duty, but it's different. And I'm very happy to see that because that is something that I think this franchise really, really needed. And that was innovation. It needs something to just go in there and change everything up and be different in order to maintain that sort of freshness and interest in the franchise. And I think this game in many ways succeeded in that. So if you haven't picked this game up yet and you do pick this game up, you will probably immediately notice that this game is a very different game. And here's a Phil drop shot right there. And I might even go as far as to say that this is the most revolutionary Call of Duty title since Modern Warfare 2. It is pretty awesome. And I've been enjoying this game. It's been very frustrating in some ways, but I've been enjoying it. And so let's go ahead and go into my likes and dislikes. Just be positive and go with the likes first. The maps overall are pretty good. There are a couple of maps I don't like that much. I don't like Plaza. I don't like Turbine. This map here is kind of mediocre. I don't really like, what's it called? It's the aircraft. I think it's called Carrier, actually. I don't remember. It's the aircraft carrier map. Don't like those maps so much. But there are a lot of maps in this game that I do like quite a bit. And so, the maps overall are pretty good. The guns seem balanced. There are guns. Some guns are better than the other. I think it's MSMC I think that's probably the best submachine gun in the game. But there are other submachine guns that are also very good. The Scorpion Evo is a very good submachine gun. The Vector is a good submachine gun. So the guns overall seem pretty balanced. There isn't really any just that one gun that is just so overpowered that there's nothing that even competes with it. And as I said before, the innovation, something I'm very happy about. I'm very happy to see that they're going in and changing things up. I really like the art design and the futuristic feel. This is something that I've always been curious about. Could you really make a futuristic Call of Duty? And this is that game, and it looks awesome. I love the futuristic part of it. I think it's interesting, it's new, and it's fresh, and that's really cool. And the last thing is the huge variety in sort of how you can set your classes up. What perks you can use. Well, not really the perks. There aren't that many perks in this game, but there are so many attachments and so many different ways you can set up your class with that 10 item system that the choices are limitless, I guess you could say. So that's something that's very, very cool. Dislikes, lag compensation. Yes, it is back, and yes, it is apparent. I'm hoping that a lot of this is just because the servers are. Wow, look at that bad aim. I'm hoping that a lot of this is just because the servers are overloaded. But if it's not, then yes, the lag compensation is noticeable, and it is a problem, and hopefully it is fixed. And the spawns at times have seemed a bit questionable. It doesn't seem to be as bad as Modern Warfare 3, but there are some spawn issues, at least from my limited experiences. Anyway, we're out of time. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later.